Hello, welcome or welcome back. My name is Cassidy or Starr, and I am a Light Renegade, part of a collective of Pleiadian beings, bringing you information from the veil beyond. Hi everyone, hello, welcome back, and thank you for your patience. It's been a few days, I know, but I'm almost back to tip-top health, so thank you to everyone that has sent me well wishes, and also thank you again for all your beautiful comments, and also for everyone that's telling me that they are putting me in their energy field and their prayers. That means the world right now. So yeah, thank you so much again. Update on me. Everything's good over here. I feel really good. I feel like there's been a massive shift. Anna Maria and I myself jumped on a call last night together. Anna Maria that does the Getting Started series over here, and we had a really lengthy talk just about the future and where we kind of want everything to go, and we feel really good, really positive. We think that we are feeling the major shift that is happening right now, so we're feeling grateful for that. There is an event coming up where you can sign up to join a meditation, which is on the 3rd of March, I believe. So I'm going to link that below. If you feel called to kind of join this fight for our freedom and to help as many people come over into this new earth as possible, I'm going to link that below. So a little side note there. It's not something that I've organized, but some really amazing light souls out there have organized this. So I'm going to link it below if you feel the calling to hop on that guided meditation and activation for everyone in that space. Another message from Diana, the former Princess of Wales. If this is your first time here, this is a part of a series, so you might want to go back and start from the beginning. Otherwise, this might not make much sense to you, but obviously if you feel called to stay here, then please do so. Today's message is entitled, Please Don't Hurt Me, and yeah, there's some names today. I felt like this was coming. I was seeing these faces for a few times when we'd sat down together, and obviously she didn't mention them, so I didn't mention them. But we've got some names today, so that's something new to add to the pot. And again, ended with a really beautiful sentiment. So we have some introductions and then kind of the statement that Diana wanted to bring forward. So I'm going to start with her little statement for everyone, the collective. Hello, dear souls. Thank you all again for being here. It is my pleasure to witness many of you growing at this time. I've seen many of you overcome deep challenges in the past few days, and I'm grateful for your strength and courage moving forward into this new Earth's energy. Please know that I'm always here by your side with guidance and love. I'm merely a call away. Today's message is part of my story that I truly wish I could forget. As many of you know by now, I was in the understanding that Charles was part of a darker level of power that seemed to be in control over most of what is happening inside Buckingham Palace and even my own home. This part of the story is a part I wish my children didn't have to find out, but I'm glad to share the truth so that they can decide for themselves how to move forward. I do not accept that either of my children have been lost to the darkness or will be for good. I cannot let that thought entertain my mind at this time. William, I am still here. You know this to be true in your heart, and I am doing all that I can to help you heal and be set free from this control. I would like to go back to a time where I'd fully been pushed out. I knew Charles had no use for me any longer, and that I was merely a stable anchor for my children and keeping up appearances. I would like to add here that I saw many faces enter my home, but these three in particular are names that I'm sure you all know and are willing to agree have been key players in the dark forces acting upon the control over many innocent people, but most of all, these were children. Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein, and Jimmy Savile. I am ashamed to say all have held my children in their arms. These three people in particular were responsible for making my life a living hell, and I knew it. I knew with all my might that they were in the depths of something which I had no control over, or at least this is what they thought. I began to build some mental strength once I understood the true depths of this darkness. It helped me to truly understand that the light exists to that level also. As I've mentioned before, I would have considered myself a religious woman, but I'm not sure I knew the true depths of what that meant, or the capacity at which light and darkness truly is present in our modern world. It's as if I thought religion was something of the past, as if it was only relevant in the Bible or at those times. It felt generations apart at least. I wasn't sure if I've ever felt the light before in the ways I was beginning to. As I've mentioned before, I sought guidance from many astrologers and mystics over the years, but it was, however, a tarot reader that told me of my fate of a shorter life than most. With a weary expression, and a message as if she herself was in the act and service of God, she stated that there wasn't much time left to do all that I needed, and that I must hurry to keep at all the seeking and listening to the voice. And she then confirmed that the voice that I had been hearing was indeed Jesus Christ, and that I myself was in touch with so many light beings and guardians from beyond the veil. And she continues here, I think my children felt it from that day onwards. I wasn't the same. How can you be? Your fate has been given to you, and you take the hand that you have been dealt. But I knew I wouldn't go without a fight, without my last willingness to express that I knew of the light, I was part of the light, and that I would stop at nothing to make sure I held as much light for this world and the world's children as possible. My life's mission was to protect the young and to hold my own children as close as I could, as often as I could, and to give them glimpses of what it might be like to feel, or at least be out of the public eye. I am ever grateful for my position as Diana, Princess of Wales, and all that it helped me achieve. But it was no normal life. It was no way to live. You are a spectacle, a prop, a puppet, or at least that's what the reigning monarchy wanted of me. They had no control over my lights, and my love for my children only cemented my strength for exposing the truth. Little did they know, those in the dark, that there were more, many more than just me, witnessing all they were partaking in and choosing to say no. In their hearts they said no, which is why we are here today, walking into an ever-increasing light, able to set so many free. And that was it. We had a little bit of discord afterwards, and Diana was giving me a bit of a pep talk, and she mentioned the Guns N' Roses song Sweet Child of Mine. So that's going to be a confirmation for someone, and I kind of wanted to see the time frame of that, so I googled when that song came out and how old Diana would have been at that time, and I was guided to an article of, oh my gosh, where was she? Let me double check, but it was an article where, March the 18th in 1987, and her and Charles had gone to visit Hartlepool, and I just looked at the pictures and sobbed, because you can see the light. You can see the light in Diana. You can see the light in everyone that meets her. Their eyes are beaming, and it just made me really thankful for her existence, and really thankful that we do have, these, I guess, modern ideas of what light looks like. And I think that that's a true gap that still exists. I think, some parts of religion have caused a greater gap between the light and where we are in the modern world and where we need to be going. And I think it was interesting for Diana to point out that there was a disconnect, even for her being a religious woman, of what the light truly means in this time and what that looks like, you know. And I think that I managed to relate that to myself. And I think that that's what you're all supposed to be doing too, you know. It's like if you put me down on paper, I guess sometimes including, you know, what I look like, I guess you wouldn't have me down for a being of light. The things that I've partaken in, the way that I chose to live my life for many years, you know, it's like it wasn't in the highest of light. And I think that's what we all forget, what the light truly looks like, you know. It's not these holier than thou people. It's in all of us, it's in everyone. And don't forget that. Don't forget how light you are. And I think especially people coming here, that this is your first time and you're feeling perhaps confused where to go, which way to turn, and you think you've done things that aren't redeemable, but they are in the eyes of the light, you know. And definitely in the eyes of your peers. I think that's definitely something that needs to be acknowledged, is that we need to have forgiveness for everyone and be willing to hear all sides of a story, all sides of an argument, and to be showing such empathy and compassion at this time. I'm really trying my hardest to just be neutral in many situations in my life right now, and just taking everything as it comes and not thinking too far ahead, and just holding my own light where I am, and understanding that if people want to join me, they will. If people want to disregard what I'm saying, they will. And I have to be okay with that. I have to be okay with people not believing me, people not believing what I'm sharing, people not believing that I'm a being of light myself, and people discrediting everything that we are all doing as a light community, because that is going to happen. It's already happening. It's already started. But don't give up. Keep holding the faith where you are in your situations. I know that many of you are going through difficult times right now and facing a lot within your own lives and your own challenges, and know that you're not alone. There is a community here for you. I am here for you. We are all here for you, the Light Renegades. And there's nothing that you have done that isn't worth forgiveness. I think that's something that really needs to be shared right now, because I think we're going to be facing a lot of people that were living in the dark and are wanting to step towards this light, but there's going to have to be acknowledgement of that. And I think there's going to be a lot of people coming forward seeking forgiveness, and know that forgiveness is here for you. Forgiveness is here for you on this platform, in my heart, and with all the Light Renegades. That feels like something that really needs to be stressed right now. But please take care, go well, and I will hopefully be back tomorrow.